Hello! Today we're gonna talk about beetroots. I will show how to cook it in the different ways and what possible to do with this magic. But first of all, let's talk about actual vegetable. It's a root veg. You can find different colors, but most common is this dark purple color. In 100 grams of raw beetroot we have only 43 calories, protein 1.6 gram, carbs 9.6 grams, sugars 6.8 grams, fiber 2.8 grams, and fat 0.2 grams. Vitamin C, folate, vitamin B9, vitamin B6, A and K, potassium, magnesium, iron, calcium, sodium, phosphorus and zinc. That's a lot packed in this. Also it has lots of antioxidants, health benefits, good for heart health, good for exercise because it's good for digestive health, anti-inflammatory, and also it's detoxing vegetable. So if you hangover, it's supposed to give you detox. So me, being from Eastern European country, we do lots of things with that. Salads, do soups, pickle, fermented. So yeah, I'll show you some techniques what and how to do with this miracle. So the next recipe is beetroot chutney. So we have 3 medium beetroots. I have clove of garlic, 1 chili, 1 apple, tomato for concuss, a little bit of ginger. We will add pinch of salt as well. I'm not gonna boredom you. I will chop it quickly and then I will show you the process quickly basically. So I will have to peel the beetroots and shred them. I will use the grater. Apple I will peel and grate as well. Tomato I will take the seeds out and do concuss. I will cut, I will chop very finely. I will mince garlic and I will chop the chili. So that's our apple and all the spices, ginger, garlic, tomato, concuss, chili. Fantastic, it smells lovely. All the combine very well together. All the smells and everything, the aroma is amazing. We have grated beetroot. We have our other ingredients here. So we need to add pinch of salt. Here, pinch of salt. And I strongly recommend using gloves for that. It will be all over your hands and it will be kind of difficult to wash it off. So what we do with all this, our treasure, is basically we need to do the things similar to sauerkraut. We kind of need to, not much, but kind of squeeze everything together like that. See, like this. Make sure you put lots of love into it. Yeah, just think about it. How tasty it's gonna be. It's gonna complement other dishes. It's gonna be amazing with the meal. Or just spoonful of that in a salad. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. When you're doing things like that, especially with food, when you're cooking, you have to put love in it. You have to think about others who you're gonna feed that. Yeah. So kinda you just keep doing this, yeah? You can squeeze it like this, and it will start to release juices. That's always surprise what's it gonna be like. But this one is gonna be a little bit spicy because this little chili I put in, for sure it will give a good kick. Pour our mixture into jars, just like that, gently with the spoon, like that, and pressed even a full jar as you see. So all the juices kind of cover our relish. So my thought was, for the press I will use something like this, pressing it like that, and with the lid I leave it not tight so it's breathing, and I will leave it for 3 days in a cool-ish place. In the 3 days I'll give it a taste and I will see where it's at. If I want it more sour, I will kinda keep it for another 5-6 days or 7 and then I will close, but it will have to be consumed in 3-4 weeks time. So let's start with basics. Let's first of all cook beetroot. I show you the simplest way. We take a beetroot, we wash it, leave the skin on, everything on, put it in a pot, cover it with water. Make sure the beetroot is covered. Everything is underneath the water. You see like this? It's not satisfying. We need to make sure it's a lot of water. We put it on a stove on a medium heat. Make sure it's boiling, it's kind of bubbling. In the 2 hours I will just gently check it with a knife is it cooked through or not. So look here, that's our beetroots boiling. You see? Yeah, we'll just leave them boiling. Now, ladies and gentlemen, important trick up your sleeve. When beetroot is cooked, put it in the cold water straight away. The reason for that, when from hot it gets cold, it will be very, very easy to peel it. I will show you in a second. See what I'm talking about? See? That's it. Look. That's it. It just peels like that. You see? You see? And then we cut the. That's it. Peeled. See how easy is that? See, it's still warm. It's still steaming. For the beetroot broth, we need. I already prepared our vegetables, so we will need finely diced onions, we'll need diced potatoes, some sauerkraut, kind of balance the tastes. We will need our beetroot, that's the cooked beetroot, I just grated it. Also, I decided to use some of the diced butternut squash, just for more sweetness. And for the finish, we will use some chopped garlic and parsley. Normally, this kind of soup is quite heavy. It would be on sort of bouillon, maybe chicken bouillon. Some people love to add meats. However, mine is gonna be very light. Have to play with the flavors. Start, we put our pot on a stove, touch of olive oil or any other cooking oil. Again, if it was a meat base, I would probably sweat some fatty meats just on the dry, so meat releases the oils and fat. Add our find the dust onions, sweat them until golden. See, we are getting there. So usually at this stage I add butternut squash. If I don't have butternut squash, carrots will do. I put it up a little bit because I want kinda give everything a color, some sauerkraut, and also you kind of smother everything in this. Adding water. Instead of water you can add bone broth, can add chicken stock, veal stock, any other things. But because our one is vegetarian, or actually vegan, we just add boiling water. Probably that's about enough. And now I'm just gonna bring it up to boil, and then I will add some potatoes. But I strongly recommend adding seasoning as you go. Add a little bit, then when we put the potatoes after it's cooked, taste it a little bit, maybe it needs a little bit more, but I usually just gradually keep adding everything. Some cracked pepper, and unfortunately I don't have a bay leaf. To put in bay leaf would be a very, very good idea as well. I'm gonna be adding some potatoes. Just like that, I keep them in the water so they don't discolor. Very, very low heat. I'm gonna simmer it for maybe 45 minutes. Just make sure everything is dissolves in the liquid. Make sure that our sauerkraut is soft, the potatoes is soft, butternut squash is soft as well. 45 minutes later, our potatoes will be nice and soft, butternut squash as well. And this is very important moment. All the magic is gonna happen. So now we're gonna add our beetroot. So now I put it on a blast because I just want to bring it up to boil. And that's a transformation. That's a color of our broth now. The reason I don't want to cook it any longer because the beetroot is cooked, first of all. And second of all, if you cook it too long, it will change the color again. It will become much more lighter. See now, it just starts boiling. We drop our greens and garlic, a little mix, and that's it. Our beetroot broth is ready.